The personal injury trial lawyers chasing commercial vehicle lawsuits have built sophisticated operations that merge elements of the legal and medical industries, leveraging human psychology and loopholes in state law to guide juries to massive damage awards. And Texas businesses that operate vehicle fleets are the target.
The market out there is just looking for the opportunities for commercial vehicles and looking for the slightest kind of accident. And I've been here in Austin since 1983, so I've got 37 years here. I will tell you that right now, it's worse than it's ever been.
Personal injury trial lawyers deliberately try to activate a jury's fight-or-flight instincts to influence the outcome of their lawsuits. They call this trial strategy the reptile theory. It's so common that lawyers teach seminars on how to use it in the courtroom to manipulate juries.
There's tactics, styles of trying cases that are used by plaintiffs' attorneys. For example, plaintiffs' attorneys really try to lean a lot on the emotions of a jury.
What these trial lawyers want to do is create a sense of fear with the individuals that are sitting in a jury box, making a decision on a lawsuit. It changes their perspective.
Personal injury trial lawyers know that playing on a jury's fear leads to bigger awards than fairly representing the facts of a specific case. Time after time, they introduce irrelevant evidence in an attempt to prejudice the jury against the commercial vehicle company, and the result is a meaningful increase in the number of huge verdicts in Texas, reminiscent of the old days of jackpot justice.
Plaintiff attorneys are trying to make commercial vehicle owners look like the enemy of all of us. The overall picture they try to give to a jury is that this trucking company defendant wasn't just wrong in this one instance, but is wrong repeatedly and is a danger to society and has to be punished. And that's what's driving the big numbers that we're getting out of juries these days.
Those big verdicts create a litigation vortex, fueling more lawyer advertising, which leads to more lawsuits, which leads to higher settlements or verdicts. As Texans are exposed to these ads repeatedly, our perception of the value of these lawsuits is skewed, biasing the pool of potential jurors for future trials.
These numbers don't seem as shocking, right? Because they're just used so often and every day that saying a word like $20 million is no big deal.
And if you have companies out there getting hit for $80, $90, $100 million verdicts, well, they must not be safe. And if they're not safe, then the rest of them must not be safe. And that affects all of us.
Those big verdicts lead to big insurance payouts, which lead to big increases in premiums and deductibles, even for companies that haven't been sued. Companies don't just absorb those costs, they're passed on to all of us in the increased price of the goods and services we buy. And every dollar that goes into a personal injury trial lawyer's pocket is one less dollar a company can invest in its employees, its equipment, or its community. So while personal injury trial lawyers are getting rich off commercial vehicle lawsuits, all of us are paying the price.
I would much rather give my drivers who work very hard and are very good and very professional, I'd rather give them bonuses. I'd rather raise their salary. My office staff, some of them has been with us over 10 years. I would rather give them raises.
Even to a successful business like ABC, that $1 million settlement is absolutely consequential to the company. We will feel that. We will be affected by that. Our rates go up. And then when we have that lawsuit, the consequence to the company, the consequence to all 860 employees is something that is very, very serious and something that we worry about.
Only the Texas legislature can end this lawsuit abuse. For more information about the destructive litigation against commercial vehicle owners in Texas, visit keeptexastrucking.com. Let's save these small businesses, protect Texas jobs, and keep our economy the envy of the nation.